Today we are diving into the wonderful world of mangoes with a recipe that's sure to tantalize your taste buds, a mango sauce. Mango sauce is not only incredibly tasteful, but it's also incredibly versatile. Whether you're looking for a dip, a glaze, or a topping, this sauce has you covered. And what's best is that we're going to be making enough and we're going to be preserving this by steam canning, so you'll have this delicious sauce for months to come. Now enough with the chatter, let's get started. You're going to add your mangoes to the food processor and just puree this until they get really nice and smooth. You need 5.5 cups of the puree. So you're going to add that to a Dutch oven, a pot, whatever you have on hand. Oh, look at that beautiful color, and it just smells incredible. And you're going to add the rest of your ingredients to this. So what we have is 3/4 cup of sugar. So I have organic sugar, use whatever you have on hand. 6 tablespoons of honey. 4 tablespoons of bottled lemon juice. Remember, we always use bottled lemon juice for the acidity. You have 1/8 teaspoon of nutmeg. Well, that was cinnamon actually. 1/8 teaspoon of nutmeg and 1/8 teaspoon of cinnamon, and 2.5 teaspoons of citric acid. Now the citric acid is to help to preserve the color. I don't have the pure citric acid. What I have, it's a mix of citric acid and ascorbic acid. It will work. It may not preserve the color as long. So this product is meant to be used within 4 to 6 months. And just because the color may not look quite as appealing if it goes longer than that, and the acid that we're adding to it is to help maintain the color of this product longer. I will put a link in the description below of the product that I used. Just mix all your ingredients together, give it a good stir, and now we're going to bring this to the stovetop to heat this up. So I've got this like on a medium to medium high heat to warm this up. So we need to bring it to 200 degrees Fahrenheit. And you got to be careful because this is really a thick sauce, so it may start to sputter and kind of splash up if you've ever heated something that's really thick. So just be a little bit careful. And right here on the stove beside me, I have my steam canner with my jars inside that are nice and steaming, getting nice and hot. So you want hot sauce, hot jars, and if you don't have a steam canner, don't worry, because you can preserve this with the traditional water bath in a pot full of water with 1 inch of water at least covering your jars. So we're going to heat this up. My sauce is at the correct temperature. Now let's get this in the jars. I am using 1/2 pint jars, 250 milliliter jars for this sauce. We are leaving 1/4 inch headspace on the top of our jar. You are going to wipe the rim of the jar with a wet cloth, paper towel, just with water, just to make sure that you get a proper seal. You're going to place your caps on top of your jars and your rings fingertip tight. And then transfer these over to your canner. Oh, it's hot. I have ended up with 5 perfect jars of this mango sauce, plus I have a little bit left over for tasting. Now I'm going to have to find something that I can pour this on so I can taste it properly. But in the meantime, we're going to place the cover on top of the pot and increase the heat. What I love about this steam canner is everything is just so quick. So once this gets up to heat, there's a dial on top of this, and I need to be in the dark green section for the altitude that I live at. Once that dial gets into that dark green section, that's when I can start timing. This needs to process for 15 minutes for me at my altitude, and then that's it. All right, time is up. So now what we're going to do, we're going to turn off the heat. We just got to let it sit for another 5 minutes in the pot, and then we're done. The only thing that I could find worthy of this sauce in my house was some ice cream, so I guess it's better than nothing. I would have loved to have this on a piece of cheesecake, but the restaurant that has an incredible cheesecake that's fairly close by doesn't open yet, so I guess ice cream it is. So we're gonna give this a taste. Really good. Nice, tropical. Such a nice, flavorful sauce, like with the cinnamon and the nutmeg, and absolutely delicious. Now, like I said, this sauce will keep 4 to 6 months. It can probably last longer, but there's no guarantee that the color will stay quite as nice and vibrant as it is now. Make sure to store it in a cool, dry, dark environment to get the best results from this product. Once your jars have been cooled for 24 hours, then be sure to remove the rings. Never store them with the rings on top. It could create a false seal. And mark the date on when you stored them, just to give you an idea. Check them once in a while to see if that time has gone by. I do hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoy my content. If you'd like to see another mango recipe, be sure to check out my mango chutney recipe. It's another great recipe to make with mangoes. And be sure to check it back again soon to see what other content I will have coming out.